Skitty boppy dee dee bop beep bop bop ski bop bop woo.
Hi guys,
Ooh yeah yeah.
we're back again, and I haven't changed my shirt.
It's cold in here.
It is cold. Also, do you want to hear a secret? Are we in? Because I'm going to tell them my secret.
Yeah. Okay.
What am I stuck on? I'm wearing a dress tucked into my pants.
I'm not, but I am still wearing my bodysuit.
Listen, Taylor pointed out that you can see it through this hole in my pants, and I said, "Oh, fuck!" And I pushed it up, and now I got a wad. But sometimes, sometimes you just run out of shirts that you want to wear, and so you shove a whole dress into your pants.
Yeah, I've done that a lot of times.
I could have just worn it as a dress, but then I couldn't do this with my. Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
Maybe I shouldn't do that with my leg. Regardless of what I have on my body. Oh god, sorry. What are we talking about today, Taylor?
Lizzo.
Alright. So,
Her name
is Lizzo.
is Lizzo, but it's also Melissa Vivian Jefferson.
Yes.
She was born April 27th, 1988. She is 31 years old. She's
a
from
boss ass.
Detroit, Michigan.
I'm gonna be there, so not in Detroit, but
Close enough.
close-ish.
She is a singer, a songwriter, a rapper, and a flautist.
God, the fact that she's all of those videos of her just being like, I'm like, that's what a flute sounds like. Also,
Yeah.
It's it. I'm gonna stop before I like spiral.
Her flute is named Sasha, and she has her own Instagram, at Sasha B Fluting. And Lizzo's Instagram is at Lizzo B Eating.
That's my Instagram.
Yeah.
Leah be eating. I
She
wish I was eating right now.
she's lived in Houston, Texas, and Minneapolis, Minnesota. She started rapping while she lived in Texas. And I'm just reading the Wikipedia here.
Can I pause?
Yeah.
I just looked at my friend activity, and it says Paul Satchwell. My heart will go on. Pan flute. Romantic. Paul. What the hell are you doing?
Send him a snap of that right now.
I'm gonna. Paul. What?
So while she's doing that, this is her first full-length album. She does have an EP that came out in 2016 called Coconut Oil, and there's a lot of good shit on that. Phone, Good as Hell, Excuse Me, and Coconut Oil. Those are all good songs. And then she has some singles that are really good. Water Me, Truth Hurts, Fitness, and Boys. And then Happy Death Day to You.
Staying alive. Is it that one? Staying alive?
Yep, she did a cover of Staying Alive. And then, 'Cause I Love You, there's a whole lot of goodness on here.
Whole lot of goodness.
It was released just a couple weeks ago.
So good.
Not going to tell you when, because I forget.
It's April.
But she has been on a lot of stuff lately. She was on RuPaul's Drag Race. She was on Ellen DeGeneres' show. She has been on Jimmy Fallon. She was on Two Dope Queens. She played Coachella this year. And she has played Lollapalooza. I think she might be doing Lolla again.
Nice.
She has, in 2014, she was on David Letterman.
Nice.
In 2015, she was on Stephen Colbert. 2016, she was on Full Frontal with Samantha Bee. So she's had a lot of good appearances here and there. And she's also been in a couple movies. So she voiced a character on the new animated movie Ugly Dolls. And then she is currently filming a movie called Hustlers.
I thought it said Heathers, and I was like, are they doing another Heathers starring Lizzo? Because holy shit. Wow.
That's funny.
That would be something.
She just has such a presence.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know a single person that doesn't like her.
Yeah.
Like, you can't not like her.
Yeah, I agree. She's very inspiring. She makes you feel good about yourself.
In 2018, she toured with Haim and Florence and the Machine.
Life really does go for a full circle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For sure.
All of her backup dancers are plus size dancers. She likes to highlight body inclusivity and celebrating individuality. And a lot of her stuff is for everyone. Like, she makes music for people, not just to make music. And she's a big supporter of LGBT people and just people in general. She doesn't ever put anybody down, so that's really neat of her.
I always think about, like, it's always good to be like, let me start over because I cannot form a sentence today. You know, when you see like a celebrity or musician or whatever, and you can like listen to their stuff and like appreciate their art, but also be like, that person would like me if I met them.
Yeah,
it's a good feeling. Because I like think about Lizzo and I'm like, she would probably like me if I met her, and that makes me feel good. You know.
So she announced her tour back in, I want to say January, before she released the album, obviously. So like 4 months before the album release, she announced her tour, sold out in like 2 days. And then she just announced 'Cause I Love You 2 tour, like the second leg, and that is already almost completely sold out.
That's crazy.
So she's doing great. And she's gorgeous.
She's beautiful. She's talented. She's
unique, amazing.
Unique.
All
she's
of
amazing.
That Lady Gaga.
All of it. She's all of it.
Yeah.
And we appreciate her, and we love her, and we support her.
Yep.
Lizzo, that's it. That's the tweet.
Yep. She, a lot of her music has been in a lot of movies lately. The new Netflix original movie, Someone Great, with Gina Rodriguez and Brittany Snow.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't watched it.
It just came out a couple weeks ago. They play Truth Hurts in that one. So it's like, I took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% that bitch, even when I'm kind of crazy. And then I just watched, don't ask me why I watched it, because I couldn't answer, and also it's not a good movie, but Blockers. You remember that movie with John Cena?
Oh my god, yeah.
I just watched that the other day because it was on HBO.
I'm asking you why.
Yeah.
So cold, but I'm gonna.
It was on HBO. And I was like, okay, I'll watch this, I guess. As if there's not 9 million good movies on HBO. But they had Good as Hell, and I want to say Truth Hurts was also in that movie. And then I've heard her songs in a couple other movies lately too. And I think that's cool because it's a really good and easy way to expose people to your music.
Yeah.
And it's fun. And her songs are great, like party scene songs.
Party scene. I know, I was listening to this earlier, and I like just had just a vision of me, a cactus, like do. I mean, I would listen to it alone for fun. Also, I listen to music for everyone and every occasion. The end.
So, like I said, this is her first studio album. Mm-hmm. This is already at number 7. It was at number 6. It's currently sitting at number 7 on the charts.
That's ridiculous.
She was number 2 behind Beyonce for like a couple days.
Jesus. And behind being up there with Beyonce after Beyonce like re-releases Lemonade on Spot, like holy shit.
It was after she had released Homecoming.
We watched that.
I watched all but the last 30 minutes because Evan was getting antsy and he was like, we need to go outside. And I was like, it's Sunday. We don't leave the house on Sundays. And he was like, not in my house. And then he made me leave the house. But then he bought me a burger. Actually, I bought us burgers. What the?
You're like, wait a second. Yeah, she good.
She, I'm gonna look at her Twitter because she tweets good stuff.
Oh my. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Lizzo, I want to be your friend.
So, yeah,
Can I
this
be your
week's top 10 on the Artist 100. Number 1 was BTS. 2, Billie Eilish. 3, Ariana Grande. 4, Khalid. Did you see that Khalid,
Mm-hmm.
he broke some kind of record this week?
He was the most streamed artist in the world.
Yes, he's number 1 on Spotify.
Yeah.
And he was number 2 when we covered his album. Post Malone, Lil Nas X, which...
God, I'm fucking sick of it.
He did an interview with Billboard that said, "I didn't mean any disrespect to Nas. I'll look into changing my stage name." Why would you put Nas in your stage name in the first place? Nobody is Nas other than Nas.
Yeah.
You can't be Lil Nas X when Nas still exists.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then number 7 is Lizzo.
Yeah.
And number 10 is Beyonce.
Wow. Also, I want to clarify with my "I'm sick of it." That's great that a young black man entered the charts with a country song.
Yeah.
The song, I don't like the song. Okay, that's
No,
what
the
I
song's
meant.
garbage.
It's crap.
We can all agree that the lyrics are trash.
It's Billy Ray Cyrus, and Billy Ray Cyrus is a what is a what?
Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys watch Game of Thrones, but there's a picture of Arya Stark, and next to her is a quote that says, "I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch." Quoted Lizzo and probably Arya Stark. And Lizzo quote tweeted it and said, "Somebody tell me what this means," because she does not watch Game of Thrones.
I don't watch Game of Thrones either. I tried. Here's
There's too much death for you.
Yeah, I agree. I tried to watch it with Luke, and then I was like, I can't follow. And then I was like, I'll read the books.
No.
And I tried to read the books, and I was just like, oh my god, they're so dense. And I'm just like, I guess I'll give up. And then I give up.
Yeah. There's a lot. Lizzo tweeted, "Dear big girls, your body is high fashion. You are beautiful, you are worthy, and I am on the cover of V magazine."
Yes.
And she was interviewed by Sam Smith.
Sam
Sam Smith.
God, she's just everything. And it hurts. It hurts me.
She tweeted on her birthday, "Bitch, it's my birthday. The best present of all is you. Thank you for streaming because I love you. And the best present ever would be if you listen to my album today to put my big black ass at number 1. Why? Because I love you."
Yeah.
She's incredible.
I'm
And like,
behind that.
just look up any video of her performing. She actually, last summer, she was at the music festival in Fort Wayne. Her and Dr. Dog and Goldlink all performed.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool that Fort Wayne was able to get Lizzo before she blew up.
Mhm.
So it's kind of neat.
Neat.
Also, Reese Witherspoon tweeted, "Is that Friday I hear? Someone turned on Lizzo already."
Same.
So she's getting a lot of like celebrity clout.
Look at that flute.
Yeah, that's Sasha B. Flutin.
Sasha B. Floutin.
A lot of times she puts
Yeah. Do you want to hear a story about a flautist that I knew
me.
in high school? Yeah. You're the flautist that I knew?
I was a flautist.
Oh, well, this is about a different flautist that I
Oh,
knew.
okay.
So when I was in high school, there was this kid, and he was just like super talented musician, could play everything. Like he brought a harp in one time to play for the class, and I was just like, stop it, that's too good. And there were these bitch ass redneck bullies like in the hallway. And he was leaving. I was like sitting across. I was like on the other side of the hallway, and he was like, this kid was walking with his little flute. And they were like, these kids were like, "Oh, look at this guy! He's a flutist! Oh my god, he's carrying his flute!" And the kid stops, turns around, and goes, "The word is flautist," and then walks away. And I was like, it was just the most.
That's
He's
really great.
amazing.
That's really great.
Yeah.
What's your favorite track off this album?
Probably Juice.
Okay.
I really like Juice.
Oh,
Really
wow.
good. I also like a Girl because I'm a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I don't remember exactly how the lyric goes, but it's something along the lines of, if you feel like a girl, then you are one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just like,
Yes. You're like,
yes.
I feel like a girl. Most of the time.
I don't want Jerome to be my favorite song,
Oh,
but I
it's
think
so
Jerome's
good.
my favorite song.
It's so good. God.
She just has so much pain in her voice when she sings that song.
Mm-hmm.
Same with 'Cause I Love You.
Yeah.
And she talks a lot about mixing genres, and I think she does that a lot in her music. And I'm going to say this, and it's not bad. She doesn't have the best vocal talent, but she makes it up with how good the songs are. Like, she doesn't have the best voice in the world. Like, she obviously, like, she has a lot of, like, weak moments. But I think it's still really good.
Well, I mean, she doesn't have, like, the kind of... I was thinking about, I was like, she doesn't really have a lot of ballads on here. But it's because she doesn't have, like, a ballad, like... Oh, like, she doesn't have that kind of voice.
She doesn't have a lot of range,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I still really like it all.
Yeah.
But I think that's why she incorporates a lot of rap and things into her songs.
Well, and you don't have to have, like, the most stunning singing voice to make
No.
really good music.
Right.
So...
I don't really love tempo, but I
don't
love
either.
Missy Elliott till the day I die. Oh my God. Can I tell you a story?
Yes.
Evan and I made the mistake of going to B-dubs.
Oh, jeez.
And they were playing good music. They were playing like oldies, and Madonna came on. And I said, Evan, who is this? Because I like to play this game with people. I say, who is this? And if they get it, then we high five. If they don't, then I berate them.
Yes. And he never gets it.
He never gets it. He immediately, what drives me nuts is that he won't listen and think about it, because he knows most of them. If he would just fucking think about it, that he just will go, Queen, Prince. 90% of the time, it's not either of those.
Those are his two guesses?
Mm-hmm.
That he... Okay, also, those are, like, the most distinguishable, like...
I told him, there are specific voices you need to know. Freddie Mercury, Robert Plant, Prince, Madonna. Anyways, Madonna was on. And I said, who is this? He goes, I don't know. Prince, it's a woman. So he's not even trying. And before this, there was a Blondie song on. And I was like, it's the hair color. He goes, brunette. Think about artists' names that are hair colors. You should immediately think of Blondie.
I feel like I'm on The Office, looking into the camera.
Just like upset.
I'm looking at Evan.
Yeah.
I'm finding you.
And I was like, okay, well, this person's name starts with an M. Think of female icons that start with M. And he goes, Missy Elliott. It was like a prayer. It was like a prayer by Madonna. And he guessed Missy Elliott. And I almost walked out of that B-dubs. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
oh boy. I just needed
Anyway.
to tell you that.
Speaking of Queen, though, I was overwhelmed last night. I'm trying to go to sleep, okay? The neighbors across the complex are, like, fucking deaf, I guess, because I don't have to watch shows because I can just listen to them. Last night they were watching John Mulaney's New in Town.
Mm-hmm.
And then the neighbor that I share a wall with was listening to Queen really loud. And I love both of those things, but not while I'm trying to go to sleep.
Also not simultaneously.
Also, yeah, not at the same time. Not at the same time.
I'm just imagining like Bohemian Rhapsody and then the bit at the end of it when he's pushing him.
Yeah, John Mulaney was over there, he was yelling about, he's like, lost in New York, how to get lost in New York, the streets are numbered, and then it was like, fat bottom girl, and I was just sitting in the bed, and I was like, oh my god, it was sensory overload, but it's
God.
fine. I eventually fell asleep, so it's okay. And my weighted blanket. Also, my weighted blanket, all of the weight has like somehow it's like moving upward, like the sand in it is like moving upward, so it's just like this really heavy chunk, and I'm like, I'm gonna choke and die, but I don't care.
But it's nice.
I eat coffee and fuzzy.
Yeah, this is just good. She has 7.5-ish million monthly listeners, and 285,000 followers. She's 441st in the world right now. Number one city where people listen is New York.
Start spreading the news. That was a show choir my freshman year. We did that song. I was a kick line. Can you believe? Actually, let's turn this podcast and Music Mondays as in every episode is us singing something badly. And then that's all it is.
Yes.
Hyper. Happened to me.
Are we done?
I guess. We don't know what we're doing next week yet, so just hold on.
Oh yeah, this is our last episode that you'll be able to see us ever. Probably.
Maybe not. Maybe we'll find a way to.
Maybe we'll hang out sometime and record on one of our couches.
I think we should do that.
Yeah.
Because you
It'll
can't
happen when
never
we hang
leave
out.
me.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
Be really
Sad.
fucking sad.
Yeah.
But
It's okay.
we'll.
We're spending pretty much the entirety of today together, so.
Yeah. And I'm trying to just be like, cause you know, like I'm leaving my roommates, I'm leaving you, I'm leaving Chris, I'm leaving all these people, and I'm like, it's okay. Like I'm trying to be like, yeah, it's gonna suck because we're not gonna be like right there next to each other all the time.
Right, we don't live around the corner.
But I'm also like, just because you're not gonna live across the street from them doesn't mean that they're going to disappear from your life. And I'm just trying to be focus on the fact that you're not just gonna go away.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I mean,
we're also only going to be like 4 hours from each other, which isn't that big of a deal.
Right.
Like that's an easy weekend trip kind of thing.
And like you and Evan, we are going to be next to lakes, and you and Evan can come, and we can go to lakes, and I have a pool at my new apartment. We can lay in the sun.
Wow.
We haven't laid in the sun in a long time.
No, we did all last summer and it was
We
nice.
did. It was nice. Laid in the sun a lot.
So, get used to not seeing our face say more. I know you're gonna cry, but it's gonna be okay.
It'll be okay. Maybe we'll post selfies. Maybe we'll disrupt our Instagram aesthetic and start posting selfies.
It'll just, on the screen, will just be us going like this.
Yeah. But, I mean, they'll still be, still be audio only, all that stuff. But we'll post, like, a little wrap-up thing.
Yep.
When this episode comes out, so don't worry about it. We'll still be around, and you still better listen to us, or I'm going to be really sad. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
That's it.
Have a musical Monday. Oh, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the above. You know where to find us at Music Monday Cast. Bye. Have a musical Monday.
Have a musical Monday. Bye. Oh, my hairs.
No.
Oh, my hairs. That's my new one. That's
Oh,
my
my
new
Lanta.
Oh, my hairs.